31st of March, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi. Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. Beseder. Olam. It took 10 crowns that are recounted in Seder Olam.
Right. Now, what that means, 10 crowns means 10 special things happened on that day.
It's not the Mushkan that took the crowns, it was the day that took the crowns.
Right.
Okay. Continuing in Rashi, Ula Ziknei.
Just tell you what it was. The Sixth Chachamim in Ois Gimel that Kloma Absolu Mine Kavod Umal and Kapsu Oisayot. These are 10 different levels of honor and privilege were, how should I say, were fixed for that day. But it was the first thing for 10 things. Anyway, Lamasa Bereshit, it was the first of Ma'aser Bereshit, which is interesting because this is going according to the opinion that the world was created in Nisan. The Machlokes in the Gemara Sasana, when was the world created? Was the world created? Meaning the sixth day of creation was truth being, not the first day. But the sixth day of creation, was it the first of Tishrei or the first of Nisan? Okay, so according to this opinion, it was the first of Nisan. And the Nesiim was the first day of the inauguration of the Mishkan, when the Nesiim brought their offerings for the inauguration of the Mishkan. The Kahuna, first day of Kahuna, when the Aaron and sons were inaugurated fully. La Avodah, to actual service in the Mishkan. The Yerida So'esh, that the fire came down from heaven. The Achilas Kotzim. First day of the Achilas Kotzim means first day that the Korbanos were eaten in a state of sanctity in the Mishkan. L'Isur Bamos, which means that you weren't, from the time that the Mishkan was inaugurated, you couldn't offer on any other altars outside the Mishkan. Lishkoin Shchina Yisrael, right, that the third time the sinner would rest upon the whole of the Klal Yisrael in the Mishkan. Lavorach et Yisrael, that they turn and bless Yisrael, and the bracha of the Birkas Kohanim. Well, the Chadoshim, and first day of the month, the first of the first month. Okay, let's do the same thing. Okay, let's continue.
I just want to understand, you said it was the sixth day of creation, not the first day. Why is that?
Because that's when man was created.
Oh, so we want man's creation to correspond with the first of the month.
Right.
I see. Okay, thank you.
That's what Chazal say. We say, Hayom Harasoylam, Hayom Yamit Mishkan. In Rosh Hashanah. Hayom Harasoylam, which means, universally translated, there's the birthday of the world.
Right. But if it's the birthday of the world, it should be the first day of creation.
Yeah, but Chazal explained it, and he's referring to the day when Adam Rishon was created.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Ula Ziknei Yisrael Lahashmi'am, to let them hear Sha'al Pi HaDibur, that in accordance with the statement of God, Aharon Nichnas, Aaron enters, Umishamesh bichuna gedolah, and officiates in the office of the Kohen Gadol. Below Yomeru, and they should not say, I'm sorry, and they should not say,
Yeah.
may a lav nichnas, he enters on his own.
Meaning whatever Aaron did was according to the commandment of Hashem.
Right. Right. So I'm not sure what that has to do with the phrase Ziknei Yisrael. Right, the Dibur Naskil is Ziknei Yisrael.
Nobody raised any objection.
Aha. I see. Okay. All right, moving on to number 2, verse 2. Vayomer el Aharon kach lecha ego ben bakar lechatas va'ayol leola temimim v'hik rev livnei Hashem. He said to Aharon, take yourself a calf, a young male of cattle, for a sin offering, and a ram for an olah offering, unblemished, and offer them before Hashem. The Rashi says, Kach lecha ego, lahodia, to inform Aaron, shekiper lo hakadosh baruch hu, that Hashem, it is Hashem who grants atonement. Al yedei ego zeh, through this calf. Al maaseh haego she'asa, for the matter of the golden calf that he made. So in other words, the fact that it says take a calf, when Aaron hears the word ego, he makes the connection to the ego hasahav.
Right. By the way, it's interesting. We read yesterday about the Paraduma.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And the idea is that through the Paraduma, through the ashes of the Paraduma, person purifies himself. And Rashi implies that it can't get Rashi in Parsha Hashavua says that why do you take a Paraduma? There comes as a kapara for the Chet HaEga. Okay?
Right.
So the Chaya, what's the idea? They come to the obviously it's a Torah, right? But what's the idea? Well, Rashi says the Torah that the mother should come and clean up the mess of its child. Right?
What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
So the Chaya, exactly. I mean, it's a very nice idea, the para, the mother para, comes and cleans up the mess of the ego. Okay?
Oh, the para is the mother of the egel?
Yeah, because the ego is a calf. And the para is the cow.
The para have to be female?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
So,
taking this female cow that's red and you're burning it, and that's correcting the sin of the golden calf.
yeah.
That's a bit obtuse.
Okay, so that's what I was also wondering, you know, it's a bit of a, well, okay. And also, what's the idea of taking a cow? So you've got on one hand, when Yeshayahu Hanavi wants to reprove Klal Yisrael, right? And this is the famous Chazon Yeshayahu ben Amos, the first chapter of Sefer Yeshayahu. The Yeshayahu Hanavi, he says, Yodah sor konehu, v'chamor hevus ba'alo. But the shor is used as an example, right? The bull, in the cow as well. Okay, the adult thing is used as an example of loyalty. Yodah sor konehu, right? The ox knows who the master is. Okay, so on the one hand, the adult cow, the adult bull, or the adult cow, which is an example of loyalty, right? On the other hand, the egel, which is the child, right? So Chazal, the Pasuk uses the term egel loy lumod, an untrained calf. A tradition compared to untrained calf. It doesn't know how to, hasn't learned its lesson. So the idea is as follows. On the one hand, a young calf, you can ask the question, why is it they brought a golden calf and not a golden cow, a golden bull? What's the idea of bringing a calf? The third idea is that a calf is untrained and undisciplined. It can do what it likes, does what it likes, has no discipline. Whereas on the contrary, when it gets older and more mature, the ox is after one who is very loyal to its owner. Yodah sor konehu. The ox knows its master. So this is in a way, the svara over here, that on the one hand, Klal Yisrael sinned with the young calf, with the egel hazor, indicating we can do what we like. We have no restraint. We have nothing to, we're not bound by anything. That was the idea behind it. Okay? Comes along, of course, and it says, no, don't be like a young calf. Be like its mother, okay? Who is an example of loyalty. And therefore, the loyal mother has to come and, fix up with the undisciplined child. That's the idea.
I see. Okay.
Anyway, going back to here. Yeah, so we say, well, it says egel, that's right, the kapacha egel, they said calf.
Right. Okay, Gimel. Ve'el b'nei Yisrael tidaber lemor kachu sa'ir izim lechatas ve'egel v'chaves b'nei shava timimim le'olah. Okay, so that says, and to the children of Israel speak as follows. Take a he-goat for a sin offering, and a calf and a sheep in their first year, unblemished, for an Ola offering. So that's actually two Ola offerings, the calf and the sheep?
Yeah, so the mice was as follows. The first thing, so we got a calf as a sin offering and a ram as a burnt offering. That was the korbanos that Aaron had to bring. It was like it was his own kaflacha.
I thought it was a goat for a sin offering.
Okay, you're right. So this is unusual. So that's why Rashi was going to point out. Rashi pointed out that it acted as a atonement for the feto ego, for the sin of the golden calf.
Right.
That's why in this particular case, an ego was offered rather than a regular goat.
So the goat and the calf are both sin offerings?
Yeah, so here now, the Bnei Yisrael to the and to the Bnei Yisrael, and in other words, there were two sets of korbanos. For Aaron himself and his son, there was a calf, a young calf, as a sin offering, and a ram as a burnt offering.
Right.
And for the Bnei Yisrael, there was a goat, a young goat as a sin offering, and there were two burnt offerings, an egel, and a calf, and a sheep, a year-old sheep.
Okay, so that's getting to my question then. If the calf is a burnt offering,
Here we are asking,
how can it be a sin offering?
meaning, yes, it's two different calves, that's for sure.
Well, one calf is for Aaron, I got that, but for the Bnei Yisrael, don't they need to have a calf as a sin offering?
No, so they had to go to the sin offering.
But I thought the calf was supposed to be the sin offering because it's keneged the Gegel HaZahav.
So that's what you're asking. You're asking, why is it that if the whole idea of bringing a calf is to be a sin offering, as per Aaron, why is it that when as far as the Bnei Yisrael were concerned, their calf was not offered as a sin offering, but rather as a burnt offering?
That's my question, yes.
Yeah, I do not know. A good question. Very good question.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, there's no Rashi on 3,
No.
so I'll go on to 4, Dalid. V'shor v'ayil lish lamim liz boach lifnei Hashem umin cha belula v'shemen ki hayom Hashem nir'eh aleichem. Near aleichem. A bull and a ram for a peace offering to sacrifice before Hashem, and a meal offering mixed with oil. For today Hashem appears to you. Okay, so Rashi says Ki hu Hashem nir'eh aleichem lehash ros shechi naso, to rest his shechina b'maaseh yadehem, in the work of your hands. L'chach, therefore, kar banos halalu ba'in chova. These offerings come as an obligation liyom zeh, for this day.
Right. So Rashi's pointing out what's that? Ki hayom, for today, Hashem is appearing to you. So the prophet's putting an emphasis on the fact that it's today. The Rashi says, because today you're being inaugurated, right? And Baruch Baruch is going to, the spirit will rest on your actions, on the work, on the things you do, on your actions. Therefore, Baruch Baruch says, I want to know that Baruch Baruch is sinner to rest on the actions of their hands. Therefore, Kosh Baruch tells them, bring these korbanos, that thereby, I will now, Kosh Baruch says, I'll see that you want to be close to me, you want to have a connection to me, and therefore, if you bring these korbanos, then I'm going to use a very thing. I'm going to turn the switch on that your actions now as Kohanim will have an effect. Will have an effect to act as a kapara, whoever brings the korban.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Yeah.
Vayikachu esh asher tziva Moshe el pnei ohel moed, vayikrevu kol ha'edah vayamdu lifnei Hashem. So they took what Moshe had commanded to the front of a tent of meeting, and the entire assembly approached and stood before Hashem. No Rashi on that. Vayomer Moshe ze hadavar asher tziva Hashem ta'asu v'yeira aleichem kavod Hashem. Moshe said, this is the thing that Hashem has commanded you to do, and the glory of Hashem will appear to you. Okay, no Rashi on that one. Vayomer Moshe el Aharon kirav el hamizbeach va'asei es chatascha v'es olasecha v'chaper ba'adecha uve'ad ha'am va'asei es karban ha'am v'chaper ba'adam ka'asher tziva Hashem. So let's see. Moshe said to Aaron, come near to the Mizbeach and perform the service of your sin offering and your Ola offering, and provide atonement for yourself and for the people. Then perform the service of the people's offering and provide atonement for them. as Hashem has commanded. Okay, now we have a Rashi.
Right.
Karav el hamizbeach. Shehaya Aharon Bosh. For Aaron was embarrassed. Vayar Lageshes.
He was afraid to draw near.
The Arei Lageshes. He was afraid to approach. Amar lo Moshe. Moshe said to him, Lama ata vosh. Why are you embarrassed? Levach niv charta. Lekach. This is what you were selected for.
Right.
Es chatascha, your sin offering. Egel ben bakar, calf, young male of cattle.
Meaning referred to the what was the first name after Apostle Faith?
Right.
Yeah? That's only
the Es Olasecha, your Ola offering. This is Ha'ayil, the ram, also mentioned in verse 2. Karban Ha'am, the people's offering. Seir Izim, a he-goat. The egel, and the calf. Vakeves, and the sheep, as mentioned in verse 3. Kol makom shne'amar egel. Every place where it says egel, calf, ben shana hu, it is a year old, within a year.
Yeah, it gets first year.
Right. Umikan asher lamad. And you learn that from here.
Right.
Okay. All right, so that was verse 7. Now we're up to 8. Chet. Vayikrav.
By the way, it's always the thing. Unlike Hebrew, modern Hebrew, Ben Shana means not a year old, but in its first year.
Right. Right. Vayikrav Aharon el hamizbeach vayishchat es egel hachatas asher lo. Okay, so number 8, Aaron came near to the Mizbeach and slaughtered the sin offering calf that was his. Okay, no Rashi on that one. Vayak rivu b'nei Aharon es hadam elav vayit bol etz ba'o davar. I'm sorry, but badam vayitain al karnos hamizbeach ve'el hadam ve'es hadam yatzak el yisod hamizbeach. So that's 9. The sons of Aaron brought the blood to him. He dipped his finger into the blood and placed it upon the horns of the Mizbeach. And he poured the remaining blood upon the foundation of the Mizbeach. Okay, no Rashi on that. Yud. The es ha-chelev, the es ha-kilais, ha-kilayos, the es hayoseres, min ha-kaved, min ha-chatas, hiktir, hamizbecha, kasher tiva Hashem el Moshe. And the fats and the kidneys and the diaphragm and from the liver of the sin offering, he caused to go up in smoke on the Mizbeach, as Hashem had commanded Moshe. Okay, no Rashi on that one. 11, Yud Aleph. Ve'es ha-kasar, ha-basar, ve'es ha-or, saraf, ba'esh, michutz lemachaneh. Okay, and the flesh and the skin, he burned in fire outside the camp. Okay, we have a Rashi. The es ha-basar, the es ha-or, the gomer, etc. Lo mitzvanu, lo matzinu, chatas, chitzona, nis refes. We do not find an outer sin offering, i.e., one whose blood is sprinkled on the outer Mizbeach,
Right.
which is entirely burned. Ella zo, except for this, Vishel Miluim, and one of the inauguration, V'chulan al pi ha-dibur. All of them were burned in accordance with the statement of Hashem. Okay. So now we're back up to 12.
12, right.
Vayish chat es ha'olah vayam tinu b'nei Aharon elav be'es hadam ha'yizrechehu al hamizbeach saviv. Okay, so he slaughtered the Ola offering.
Lou, I've got a call from Me'uchedet. I suppose you should talk to them.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go, Rabbi.
Okay, fine. Okay, good. So we got up to Parsha 12.
Okay, have a good day.
Very good. Okay? Fine. Sure. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You will.
You have an appointment tomorrow? An appointment tomorrow? Did he cut down? Okay, you have to cancel. So this is, the hotel for Hazet? There's nothing tomorrow. Okay, so when do you want? Yom Shlishi, you want, that's Tuesday. Ken, the 70, yes, Ken. Don't she's a toe. Hashavua? Hashavua? Instead of my thing travel insurance, my stupid.